Starting with December 1st in 2012, Romania was chosen by vote to lead until 2016 the European Federation for UNESCO clubs, centers and associations. This allows us even more to closely tie the European horizons with the other regions of the world through education, science, culture and communication. The Arab countries are an example of good cooperation with Romania, with the civil society and with the European Federation for UNESCO clubs, centers and associations for more than a decade of activity. Morocco was our first destination, presenting in Rabat a photo exhibition with pictures of Romania from our colleague Professor Nicolae Lazar, President of Călțun Club for UNESCO. The Four Seasons exhibition rendered color images mostly from the Argeș region, an area not far from Bucharest. Along with founding President lawyer Paula Iacob and with Dr. Mihaela Varga, we traveled to Morocco, visiting at the same time places known until then only from famous movies. The first Euro-Arab meeting organized by the Arab Federation for UNESCO clubs was held in Rabat, Morocco in June 2007. The conclusions of this meeting were debated also by the European Federation for UNESCO clubs, centers and associations in Athens, Greece in July 2007. The chain of meetings ended at Melilla in Spain during 22 and 23 of November 2007, where during the sessions of the Euro-Arab meeting, important matters as immigration from Arab countries to Europe were discussed. At the invitation of the Arab Federation for UNESCO clubs and of the Egyptian Federation for UNESCO clubs, the members of the Executive Board of the World Federation for UNESCO clubs, centers and associations reunited in Egypt at the Library of Alexandria the 13th and 14th of July 2009 at the 28th session of the World Federation for UNESCO clubs, centers and associations Executive Board. The Alexandria Library, a collective result led by UNESCO and Egypt, was inaugurated in October 2002. The conference center on the main square of the library is the ideal place for the organization of such meetings. At the age of 38 years old, Bogdan Lasker, member of Alumnus Club for UNESCO, is one of the most famous contemporary Romanian artists. In 2010, he had an exhibition held on one of the world's tallest buildings, the Burj Khalifa Tower in Dubai. At the end of October, Bogdan Lasker became the first Romanian contemporary artist who managed to sell a work of the famous auction house Christie's, auction organized by Christie's, also held in Dubai in the Emirates. The UNESCO offices in Amman, Jordan, during 25 to 30 of June 2010 visited Romania with an important UNESCO official delegation from Iraq. The delegation visited the Danube Delta in the desire to make a scientific prospection and to propose the Mesopotamian marshlands area from Iraq in the UNESCO World Heritage. The program included the following scientific meetings: Tulcea Danube Delta Biosphere Reserve, meeting with the governor from Danube Delta Research and Development, the Palace of Parliament, Parliamentary Joint Commission for UNESCO. In Bucharest, the Ministry of Environment. We mentioned that the Mesopotamian marshlands area have similarities with the Danube Delta, and the visit there, along with the meetings with the Romanian specialists, have helped to develop the necessary documentation to become UNESCO World Heritage. The theme of conference's roundtable Romanian Arabic was the personality and destiny of Apollodorus of Damascus. Dr. Mihai Zamfir talks about the destiny of a genius artist, saddled with equally glorious destiny and controversy, but still with the shaded areas. Apollodorus of Damascus is still the man who lived through the time. To achieve such a status, Apollodorus was, before being a great artist, a fervent protector and servant of truth. we want to enumerate some of the activities of Mrs. Nabila Cuza-Becara, who convinced us that she fully deserved to be nominated by Romania to UNESCO as a candidate for the well-known Sarjan Award for Voluntary Work. Mrs. Cuza is the member of Alumnus Club for UNESCO, in charge with the programs with the Arab countries. In 1994, Nabila Cuza-Becara edited the magazine General News, the first Arabic magazine published in Romania, in both Romanian and Arabic. In this way, the values of Arab culture came to the knowledge and appreciation of the Romanians. As editor of the Arabic section of Radio Romania International, she was during 15 years the only Arab journalist speaking Arabic language for the international broadcasting program, presented the Romania through the Arab eyes. The Arabic Union of Romania delegated Mrs. Cuza the competence to establish the Arab Cultural Center, the first of its kind in Romania. In 2008, it was managed to attract the cooperation of Mrs. Cleopatra Laurențiu, TV producer, who presented the role of Arab influences in building churches with artistic achievement. In this film, Spiridon Old Church was presented, the only Christian monument in Romania with inscription in Arabic. A conference, Global Ethics Save the Planet Earth, opened the forum in 2013, following the first UNESCO Clubs conference that took place in 2011 in Almaty. The conference was attended by philosophers, artists, businessmen, experts of UNESCO communities, ethicists, experts of cross-cultural communication, education, and cultural heritage from 15 countries. The main topic of discussion was the further sustainable development globally through the promotion of ethics based on respect for universal human rights, intercultural dialogue, and social equality. The president of the Kazakhstan Federation for UNESCO Clubs, Deputy Oil and Gas Minister, Mr. Bolat Akchulakov, opened the conference. The chairman of Kazakhstan National Commission for UNESCO, the Astana Mayor, the president of the World Federation for UNESCO Clubs, Centers and Association, Mr. George Christofidis, the president of Asian Pacific Federation, Mr. Yo Jaikun, the president of the European Federation, Mrs. Daniela Popescu, expressed their salutations to the forum. At the end of the discussions, the Astana Declaration was adopted and was submitted to the UNESCO General Director, Mrs. Irina Bokova, along with the Passport for Global Ethics, which is an innovative document for the younger generations, created by Alumnus Club for UNESCO members in the frames of the International Decade for Reapproachment of Cultures for the period 2013-2022. It is important to unify efforts to develop education for the youth, the promotion of intercultural dialogue and cultural diversity, as well as to prevent discrimination, violence, racism, and xenophobia. On September 19, 2013, at the headquarters of the University of Southeastern Europe, Lumina, took place the International Roundtable Passport for Global Ethics, UNESCO, and the private sector. The participants in the meeting were Romanian and foreign experts, academics, and representatives of the public and the private sector. The event was attended by civil society representatives affiliated with UNESCO in Belarus, Cyprus, Russia, Greece, Italy, Portugal, Romania, Serbia, Spain, and Turkey from the private sector. Special mention is given to the participation of Mr. George Christofidis, President of the World Federation for UNESCO Clubs, Centers and Associations. The meeting provided a platform for open debate in order to identify and define a strategy to begin a strong relation between UNESCO and the private sector. We intend to facilitate linkage between the above and initiate a partnership that meets the challenges of a contemporary society. As a conclusion, the presentation of the projects of the European Federation for UNESCO Clubs, Centers and Associations and Alumnus Club for UNESCO with the Muslim Spaces, we are honored to participate today to the International Conference Romanian-Moroccan Forum of Manifestation in the European Spaces from 9 to 10 April 2014. We will quote two other important activities aimed at the prospect of cooperation between Europe and the Arab countries that will take place this year, namely the project Youth and Museums that will be organized from June 12 to 16 at Golești, Romania, where Lebanon, Morocco and Yemen are invited to participate. And between 21 to 23 September in Bahrain, an important event will take place, the World First Forum of UNESCO Clubs, and where the partnership protocol between Europe and Arab countries will be signed. We take this occasion to renew our invitation to the Morocco Embassy, to Her Excellency Mrs. Ambassador Fawz El Akchabi, to organize, in collaboration with the European Federation for UNESCO Clubs, Centers and Associations and Alumnus Club, a roundtable on gender issue, where Their Excellencies women ambassadors accredited in Romania are invited to participate.